What's the amplitude? How do I find the amplitude off of a graph? What could I do? Absolute value of max minus min divided by 2. So I can go -1 minus a minus 7 divided by 2, which is, try again, which is -1 plus 7, so 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Or what else could I do? I could count it. It's half the vertical distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of that is 3. Yeah? That gives me the A of every single one of my equations. So I'm going to get positive 3 sine. Y equals -3 sine. Why am I making you do all 4? Because I can ask any of them, and if you're only good at coses, good luck. Okay? Sometimes they ask for the one that has a horizontal phase shift of 0. And you're like, it can't be that easy. Sometimes it is, and then it makes it actually harder for you. So, there is no guarantee that you're going to get one where the horizontal phase shift isn't 0. Sometimes they just do. All right. Now, I need the period. So, I need the what to get the period? The period. So, I go past the max, past the min, back up to that height. The period is 2. So, if on a test, I have a 2 in for B, you should go cross those ones off. Because that's the period, not the period. And that is the common error, and you're falling for it. Correct? So, if the period is 2, and they have 2's in for B, just go cross those ones off, because they're wrong. That's the period, put in for the period, and it's a trick. You'd be like, not today. All right. The x-axis, does it have degree symbols on it? No, so the x-axis is in what? Radians. So our b is going to be 2 pi divided by the period. Remember, if you have b and you need the period is 2 pi over b. They just swap, correct? So these can swap. So if I have the b, then I can get the period. If I have the period, I can get the b. So b equals 2 pi over 2. So b is pi. So probably on the test, if it's a multiple choice, two answers will have 2's in them. 2 answers will have pi's. Right? Common error. So pi is the right one. So pi, 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 boom, 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 boom. Let's do D. D is the what? The midline. The midline is the line that cuts the graph in half. The midline is the average of between the max and the min. If you want the average between two scores, what do? Add them up and divide by 2. So my midline is y equals -1 plus -7 divided by 2, because I'm trying to find the average between the two, correct? So do you need to memorize a formula, or just remember that that's the average, and the average of 2 marks is add them up and divide by 2. All right, so we're going to get -8 over 2, so y equals -4. And then I go and draw it, because I need that midline to get me the what? The C value of sine. Where that midline meets the graph, those are going to be the C value of the sine graphs, right? So I draw the midline, I bold immediately, and then I'll finish this. So -4 to be corrected. Okay. For cos, I look for the closest maximum positive cos. That's halfway between 0 and 1. So it's 0.5 to the right for positive cos. If I want to go to the right, I'm going to go x minus 0.5. Some of you guys try and insert the pi in. Remember, you go x minus 0.5 or x minus a half, and then if the brackets don't exist, then they distribute the pi in. But you write it just the way it is. So don't overthink it. Don't try and make it complicated. For negative cos, I need the minimum. It is 0.5 to the left. So I'm going to go x plus 0.5. And then this, and this could be the C values for sines. You just have to figure out which one's positive and which one's negative sign. The positive sign is a positive slope. The negative sign is a negative slope, correct? So which one is this? The one with no transformation. Positive sign, correct? So positive sign is done. put an X in, call it a day. So if I were to pick a graph for this one, if I got to pick an equation when it was my choice, I would pick positive sign because it has no C value. Okay? Some people actually panic when there's no C value, so they like picking everything but the no C value because they think they're wrong. Okay, negative sign are these ones because the slopes are downwards. So you could either go one to the right or one to the left. If you went X plus 1 or X minus 1, you'd be fine. You just have to watch that sometimes they restrict the C value. Now, I could make my Y min be negative 8, my Y max be 1, my X min be negative 3, my X max be 3, and make sure I'm in what mode? What mode do I have to be in? Radian, because the x-axis doesn't have degrees. Then I could type in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they should give me the same graph, correct? You have the colored ones, it's nice because it draws a different color over top each time. If it were me and I had the no colored ones, I would go Y1, my first sign, Y2, my second sign, make it a thicker line and make sure they draw on top of each other. Then I'd erase those ones out, and then I do Y1 coast, Y2 the other coast, make it thicker, see if they draw on top of each other. Because what happens sometimes is you'll have 3 of them right, and then one is drawing, but it's drawing off of the screen, and you just can't see it, so you think you're golden. But really, it's up here. You know what I mean? Or down here. Okay, let's try number 2. So we need the amplitude again. The amplitude equals half the vertical distance, or we can do the absolute value of the max minus the min divided by 2, which is 4 over 2, which is 2. So, we can count it's 4, half the vertical distance is 2. So I get y equals 2 sine, y equals negative 2 sine, y equals 2 cos, y equals negative 2 cos. Then I need the period, which is not a legit thing. So if you talk to your friends and you're like, I have to find the period, and they have no idea what it is, it's because it's not real, we made it up. Okay, so the period comes from the period. It's that you stop putting the period in there. So our period is how many? Our period is 4. The x-axis is in radians. If the x-axis was in degrees, I would be doing 360 degrees divided by 4. You guys listening? So if it was in degrees, I would not use 2 pi. So b equals 2 pi over 4. So it's pi over 2. So I'm going to get pi over 2, pi over 2, pi over 2, pi over 2. Okay, the midline is at 3. So it's the middle line, and I'm going to bold the intersection points. Remember the midline's the average between the two? Remember the midline, please, on a test, if you were asked for midline, it is y equals negative 3. If you don't write the y equals, you will get 0. And if you're like, Mrs. Lepp, that can't be real, I will be like, yeah, totally can be real. It's happening right now. Y equals negative 3. We're all paying attention? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put what at the back? Negative 3. Okay, let's do positive cos. Positive cos, you look for the closest maximum, it's 1 to the right. So I go x minus 1. Negative cos, 1 to the left. X plus 1. Positive sine, once again, this one's actually at 0, so I would just have an x. And then this one I could do 2 to the left or 2 to the right. X plus 2. I'm going to go left. All right, so you have 4 more you can practice if you don't really like these. Or you're like, hey, I need more practice. There's 4 more. You don't need me to give you the answers because you can see if you're right or not. Yeah? Okay, so we'll flip ahead to that 1 and 2. Okay, when we get an equation, what do we immediately do? Make sure it's in. Y equals, and there is a 1 in front of the x, no matter what unit we're in.
No, I just don't.
So y equals negative 3 sine 1/2 x minus, and this is not 2. It's x minus 8 because you're dividing by 2, which means, or dividing by half, which means you're multiplying by 2. If you're someone who messes that up, you have an expensive calculator in front of your face. You could go negative 4 divided by 1/2 in brackets, right? And it will tell you it is negative 8. It will math it for you. All right? Okay, so we have a vertical stretch by a factor of 3 about the x-axis. Okay, you should know this at this point. Can you have any varying sentence structure? Can you just like put out how your heart feels? Vertical stretch, 3, x-axis, like it, love it, stretching, stretching. Can you write like stuff like that? No. It's weird. Don't do that. Okay, horizontal stretch by a factor of what? 2 about the y-axis. We have a reflection in the x-axis because it's with the y. And we have a horizontal phase shift because it is trig. Eight radians. If you put units, you'll be okay. Right. Why is it radians and not degrees? Because it doesn't have a degree. Vertical displacement is just units. It's only the C value that's radians or degrees. Okay. The period is a half, obviously. That's true. That is not the period. That is the period. Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it. So B equals 1/2. Is this in radians or degrees? Radians, because this is not a degree. So period is 2 pi divided by B. If your C was in degrees, it'd be 360 degrees divided by B. So we're going to get 2 pi divided by 1/2, which is 2 pi times 2 over 1, which is 4 pi. Whew. What is my amplitude? Amplitude is what? 3. It's the absolute value of the A. So it's 3. Midline is the what? The D. What is the D? 0. So it's y equals 0. Check and see if you have y equals. If not, you are wrong. How do I get the maximum from here without using my calculator? Damp. Damp. D plus amp. D minus amp. Damp. So the max is damp. And the min is damp. Can we ampta? Is that okay? Are we allowed to ampta? No, ampta is stupid. Damp is good. You know damp good? Yeah. All right. So we're going to go 0 plus 3, which is 3. The amplitude is not -3 for those of you who put -3. Stop it. And then D minus amp, so it's negative. Domain x such that x and down with the reals. Negative infinity, positive infinity. Range, you also, listening, cannot write your range how you feel. You can't be like, I like y less than 0, less than -3, less than equal to, less than equal to 3, less than y. ER. Done. I've seen some zero. I've seen like this. No, it's like y this, -3, this, y this, 3. I've seen some crazy crap. Okay? None of that, because that's stupid. Please don't do that. Not only is it stupid, it's wrong. So we don't want that. Low to high, losers, if you need to remember. -3 less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 3, YER. These should make loser symbols. Less than. If they're the opposite way, bad. -3, 3, and interval. Okay. Ow. Stepping on this desk. I really need to move it. Okay, this one's in what mode? Degree. Y equals cos -2 x minus 45 degrees minus 3. Okay. We have a horizontal stretch. We're going from equation to words. We're going across a double-headed arrow, so x's be crazy. We have a horizontal stretch by a factor of 1/2 about the y-axis. We have a reflection in the y-axis. We have a horizontal phase shift with your mouth closed. Guys, horizontal phase shift. 45 degrees. Make sure you have a degree symbol. Are you wrong? 45 degrees right. And a vertical displacement. If you're like, I don't like those, I'm writing translations. Cool, you're not getting marks. Vertical displacement, 3 units down. Don't be rebels. Conform. It is the way it is. Sorry, but you have to conform. All right. The period is 2, obvi. No, it's not. That's dumb. That's a period. The period, oh, wait. It's 2 pi over 2. So it's pi. No, that's dumb as well. It's in what mode? Degree. The period is 360 degrees divided by 45 degrees. And what is the period? What's 360 divided by 45? What's 360 divided by 45? 45. What? 2. That's stupid. Wow, there's lots of stupid things going on here. 180. Voila. Amplitude. A lot of people tell me 0. Can a vertical distance be 0 and be this? No, that's a horizontal line. So not sinusoidal. So what's the amplitude? 1. What's the midline? Y equals -3. You need these for the damp. Peeps, if you get amplitude and midline wrong, your max and min are wrong because your damp is wrong. It wouldn't not damp good. You know what I'm saying? So, -3 plus 1, -2. -3 minus 1, -4. X such that X and M are the reals. Range Y such that -4 is less than or equal to Y is less than or equal to -2. YER. Illusory, illusory. -4, -2. What notation is this? What notation is this? Set notation, because it says the set of. What notation is this? Interval, because it's between 2 intervals. Oh. We'll eventually get there.